Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with you and with Cynthia Vigneault and Dan Jenkins of the United Way. Also, Dawn Miller joins us from Canton City Health Department Thrive program, really fighting for the newborns and preborns, making sure that we have healthy babies here and addressing the infant mortality rate. To that end, babies require a lot of stuff, don't they?
Yes, they definitely do.
And if we're talking about helping people have financial stability, some people could sure need help with being able to afford all that stuff the babies need. So what are we doing for them, Dan?
Well, currently United Way is running a community baby shower drive through the end of the month of June. We're working in collaboration with Mercy Medical Center's Immigrant Health Outreach Program, and it's a wonderful program. They provide culturally sensitive health care in Latinx communities, particularly in Stark and Tuscarawas counties. Mercy does the following. They train bilingual volunteers as interpreters for the Spanish-speaking community, and they coordinate transportation, prenatal, and postpartum care for immigrant women and their newborn babies.
That's wonderful.
Yes, and the program also offers support for the Union Hospital in Dover, as well as Omni Orthopedics and Oasis Surgery Center located right here in Canton. And the program has been recognized also as a best practice by the Ohio Hospital Association and the Stark County Minority Health Coalition. So it's really aimed at making sure these women in particular, but additionally their partners, if they do have them in the picture, it's really aimed at making sure these parents are able to give their children a great, healthy start. Mm-hmm. And they're planning a Healthy Mom, Healthy Baby program for August 16th. And what we're doing is, for this community baby shower drive, we are collecting diapers, baby wipes, and sleep sacks and the proceeds will be given to these women at this program in August. We have about 30 local businesses taking part, both as community drop-off sites as well as being private collection sites and taking donations from their employees.
So we still have a week to, just as you're out and about doing your shopping, pick up an item or two that a baby needs. And then what do you need in particular? You said sleep sacks. What else do you need?
Diapers and baby wipes.
Of course. Okay.
Yes.
We can't have too many of any of that. So what do we do with it after we purchase these?
Well, there are a multitude of community drop-off sites that
Can you give us a few? And I know you won't have time to name all of them. Do you have a few of ideas of where people can drop them off?
Well, you can go to our website. It is www.uwstark.org/community-baby-shower. And there you will find a list of all of the companies that are currently registered as community drop-off sites. We have them all over Stark County, in Alliance, in Massillon, in downtown Canton, in North Canton, and the list is still expanding. We're still getting organizations that want to help us with this initiative and make sure these women and their children have healthy starts.
It's a wonderful initiative. We go to uwstark.org/baby-shower.
That's correct.
Got it. We'll give that again before, in case you're driving and you said, what was that? We'll make sure you get that again before we finish up here.
If they just go to uwstark.org, they should be able to navigate. It's easy to find.
To find the baby shower.
And if there's still plenty of time, if someone owns a business or they have a spot where they would be willing to let us put a box, or they have a box, we'll send them a kit and they can print a poster and they can print a sign, put it in their lobby, put it in their foyer, wherever they have room. And we'd sure appreciate their support. We've got all kinds of organizations. CSE Credit Union is one of them, I believe.
Yes.
The health department. They're all over the place. And so we're just excited that everyone's willing to help us collect these items. And also some of the workplaces that are having private donations, they're doing kind of a friendly competition. And I know United Way has challenged Arts and Stark. And so we have a collection box in our employee area, and Arts and Stark has one, and so
we're practicing what we preach.
Yes, yes. I love that about our community is we take on a little challenge like this and just rise to the occasion every time. I love these kinds of things. Is there actually going to be a real baby shower that takes place that women attend, or what's going to happen next?
That is going to be through Mercy's Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies program that the Immigrant Health Outreach Program is having. They're going to have an actual shower type event on August 16th, and the aim is it's going to be an informational program for these new mothers where the donated items are going to be given out. They're going to get some information on healthy sleep habits and other important infant care practices. And as with all of Mercy's health initiatives relating to prenatal and postpartum care, dads are welcome to attend as well. They encourage all parents to join. And more detailed planning is currently ongoing, but it is set for August 16th.
So I'm picturing balloons and cake and punch and games and just the fun of opening up all those wonderful gifts.
Yes.
Any idea how many young women and men you're going to be serving through this? Or do you have a goal of who all you want to hit?
We don't have a head count yet on the actual shower because that's Mercy's end of it.
Sure.
So we're basically collecting all these things for them.
Yes.
And then we'll deliver them.
It's interesting, I think, that we're now keying in on the need that's been growing in our area with immigrants, the Latino community. And the huge need that there is, that they're having as far as getting settled and starting their families here and taking care of their families here. Are there other ways we can be participating and helping address needs and, as you say, like bring them to you, or you are actively going out trying to find needs and fill them? How do we help you? How do we...
Well, if you go to uwstark.org/volunteer, that is our volunteer resource center. If you are running your own nonprofit, you can register and host your own volunteer opportunities. If you're a volunteer who wants to get involved, you can click on register now, and it will take you to our truist.com search engine, at which you can register and become a volunteer, and you can search for all these different opportunities within Stark County, and they can align with any of our bold goals. You can work within health, you can work within education, or financial stability, and we have a plethora of opportunities within Stark County for pretty much anyone to get involved in any capacity that they'd like to, whether it's more education-based, more hands-on, whether it's physical labor. We really have something for everyone, and we want as many people to volunteer with us as possible.
Love hearing that. I also just love the way United Way continues to reinvent itself. My hat is off to you. That it's not so much now divvying up the donations among a number of different agencies and organizations. You are looking for programs that are addressing real needs. If someone's listening and they say, we've got something that we kind of think will help in this area of infant mortality, for example, what would be the process of getting something in front of you to be considered?
Well, we have impact councils that address all of these issues, and then we have, you're probably familiar, we have every biannually there's an allocation process where people apply for funding from United Way, and then we have a group of very, very dedicated volunteers that go through the application process and allocate the money that is collected from the community. So it's kind of what we do is it seems simple, but it's not. We collect money from very generous people who live in Stark County, in and around greater Stark County, and then we allocate it to the different programs so that the bold goals can be met. And so any organization, any nonprofit, 501c3 is eligible to reach out and just say, hey, here's what we're doing here. We could use a little boost. We have a program called Stark Soup that is one of the projects through our Young Leaders Society. That's another one. It's micro grants for someone that has an idea for a small business or an idea that they'd like to pitch to the committee. That's a one night. You get X number of minutes, a few minutes to present what you're doing, your project, and then they'll vote. The audience will vote on who ends up getting the micro grant that night. So that's another thing we do.
It's very cool. It makes for a fun evening, too.
It is a fun evening, and it brings up, you mentioned about how we're always reinventing ourselves, and Young Leaders Society is a perfect example because a lot of the marketing that Dan and Tracy and I do is demographic. And so what do Gen Xers do that's different from Gen Y, that's different from baby boomers? And so the younger people in Stark County, they're staying. They've made a commitment to our community. And they want to be involved and they want to be engaged, but they don't want to just do the traditional workplace give that maybe their parents or their grandparents did.
Right.
So we're looking at different ways to get them involved, get them engaged in the community, and it's a win-win for everybody.
In the immediate, this is what we need. We need diapers, we need wipes, and we need sleep sacks. Now, I know Thrive, Dawn, gives pack and plays. I didn't hear that on the list. Can you also always need new pack and plays donated?
Well, there's a couple ways that you can access a pack and play. The primary way is through one of 15 Cribs for Kids training sites throughout Stark County. That is an income-based program, and people can get more information by going to the Stark County Health Department website. But Thrive, through a generous donation from Neomed, has pack and plays that we can provide to grandparents, non-custodial parents. We will require that they also attend the Safe Sleep education, but through that donation, we've been able to provide those to non-custodial parents.
Yes.
So it's important.
Well, this has been a lot, but it sure has been good. Thank you so much. Cynthia Vigneault, Dawn Miller, Dan Jenkins, thank you so much for what you're doing in our community.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you for having us.